Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, this is Violeta, and we continue our Slendy-thon with Slender's Army. There are actually a couple of games, as we saw, on Game Jolt by this title, so this is the one that seems to be most interesting at first glance. Wait a minute. Okay, am I on a menu, or am I in game? What the hell is that?
What?
I see a thing. There's a thingy in the distance. Honestly, I can't seem to move by WASD.
What about arrows?
And this is made on the Unity engine, and I didn't get the usual launcher pop-up to adjust resolution or anything, so this is actually playing in windowed mode right now, and my mouse keeps sliding outside of the screen, so I'm trying to click in the screen to get to the play button across the frickin' fire from me, and I can't do it. Yeah, this ain't working at all, so it's an obnoxious background track. Alright, this is not working, so I'm gonna go and try the browser version. Stand by really quick, guys. Alright, so we have made our way into the significantly less smooth browser version of Slender's Army. We're playing a slideshow. It specifically stated, if I recall correctly, that the browser, or rather the downloadable version of this plays a lot smoother than the browser version, but since the downloaded version didn't really work properly, I am forced to revert to this. This reminds me of Endor. There's all these straight trees.
Yeah, but they're not big enough to be Star Wars.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of thankful, though, that really oppressive, obnoxious title screen music is not playing right now.
There we go.
What the? Give me back my flashlight. No. 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 Okay, the total silence is a bit unnerving. I don't even have a footstep noise.
I'm a little creeped out.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Whoa!
What the hell is that? I'm being stalked by a Battletoad. What the hell? Okay, just get me, because I want to see you. What the hell? No static... No. Is that a Battletoad, or is it a street shark?
Oh my god!
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Alright, so the description of this game said that it's basically trying the usual Slender formula, but with this... Come on, can I click the damn try again button, please? Thank you. Alright, there we go. But with this user's own... Okay, so that's what the thing is across the way. With this user's own little personal touch. Alright, can I please click on the play button now? Maybe? Possibly? There. Alright, finally. Okay, so clearly this is a bit of a misnomer. I'm actually going to call a bit of foul here. This has nothing to do with Slenderman. Nothing whatsoever. It may have a collect 8 pages feature. I haven't seen a page yet, but I think that was in the description of this. But
That wasn't Slenderman.
That pudgy little gingerbread creature chasing after me is not Slenderman. So calling this Slender's Army is misleading, and I would hazard the accusation... I apologize if I offend you, game creator, should you see this, but I'm hazarding the accusation that this only has Slender in the title to get views and attention. I don't like to sling mud that way, but show me Slenderman. Show me where he is. Show me where Slenderman or any part of his mythos is in this game.
Other than the page collecting.
Yeah, and collecting pages, I mean, that's just a collection mechanic. That's in a lot of other horror games. Given a lot of them do rip essentially straight from the Slender mythos, but just because it essentially established a genre unto itself doesn't mean that those genre traits equate to lore traits. There's a significant distinction to be made there. I'm going toward that tower thing. I want to know what that is. There's glowy stuff off in the woods over there.
Camp?
I don't know. Camp was like way back that way. Oh, hi, buddy. All right, you just kind of silently shuffle along behind him. Okay, I think he's faster than me. Maybe I should.
Can we sprint?
I don't know. No, I don't seem to be able to. No, wait. Yes, I can. Maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Just don't look back.
Is that faster? I can't tell if I'm going faster if I hit shift. I think I do go slightly faster if I hit shift.
Just don't look back.
Yeah, I'm not going to look back at the Battletoad. I don't care what it's really supposed to be called because it's not Slenderman. So, this is my retaliation for lying to me. Wow, okay, that's... I applaud the inclusion of water and water physics, but...
It's really bad that
that's...
water physics. What are all those lights?
It's a river of blue jello. Alright, what are all these lights? I lost sight of the tower thing, because the trees all obfuscated it. Oh, wait, no, that's a tree.
Oh.
What are all these lights?
I don't know.
I think, okay, it's a pathway that's not the edge of the map where I was. Alright.
It's a little freaky
So, yeah, it is, kind of. Alright, there's the tower. Alright, we're just going to go in a straight line. I'm sure Pudgelumpicus is right behind me. I'm going to continue to brutally mock this character because it's not at all scary, especially because there's no sound design here short of its little when
that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was. It was funny, and that's a bad thing. It shouldn't be funny.
Unless this is a humor game.
Yeah, but this I don't know. I mean, the environments are creepy enough. There's a fair amount of atmosphere. I mean, Unity does have a lot of potential to... Ooh, hey, I think we finally found a page. Oh, come on. No. Yeah, that's correct. No.
And that is Slendy.
Yeah, I mean...
What the...
Okay, apparently Slendy gives off pixie dust when you pick up his notes. Apparently we just went into My Little Slendy Land.
Someone should make that. I wonder if someone's made that.
I don't know. Well, there was the SCP My Little Pony mod. I don't know. I don't want to see a ponified Slendy. Bronies? No. Is that a green one or is that just the lighting? Oh God. Okay, alright, he was... I can't take you seriously, dude. I can't. I really can't. Okay, can I click the try again button to at least get back to the menu? Alright. Created by PieTech Gaming. Yeah, because this has about the mental capacity of a pie. Alright, again, like with Slender Graveyard, I've got some critiques here. Disregarding for a moment the fact that this is only trading off of the Slenderman name to get attention, which is a reprehensible practice. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to slam you for that. Period. That's not cool. This has nothing to do with Slenderman. If you don't have enough confidence in your own product for it to stand on its own 2 feet, you shouldn't release it. Because that shows that you have a lot of weak conviction when it comes to what you're putting forward here. I would actually give a lot more praise to this game if it was not trading off on the Slenderman name, because you could even, with a little better sound design, make Pudgelumpicus over there a little bit creepy. Give him like a, you know, like some kind of creepy sound that you can hear coming in the distance. That could start to get unsettling. Give him like a burbly noise, you know? I think that may have been another one that actually got me there in that second playthrough, the green one. He had like sharp teeth and charged at me, so that was cool. So on its own, there's actually more going for this game than its title indicates, because its title indicates that it's so weak that it has to trade off with the Slenderman name to get attention. And guys, it's not true. There's actually the potential here for an interesting game. You don't have to hide behind a more popular IP to put out a quality product that you can be confident in. Don't mistake my giving you a very harsh criticism for just slamming the game. That's just how I show tough love, because I like to see indie developers stand on their own 2 feet. You don't have to piggyback on the backs of others to do that, clearly. Because the design of this game is actually pretty good.
There were some genuinely creepy looking things out.
Yes, there were, and I actually like this. This actually environment right here in this camp, that also kind of serves as the menu, is a good example of how this has a very, very simple art style. Look at these ground textures. Extremely simple, but it works. And, pardon me. The whole thing has almost a pseudo cel-shaded style to it, and that can work. It's very simplistic. You can even make that really creepy. Some of the creepiest games I've ever seen are rendelled in just pixels. Those are some of the creepiest, because it's totally up to atmosphere to immerse you and to frighten you in those games. The visuals, they take the reins off and say, we're gonna let this situation speak for itself, and we're gonna let those be your nightmare fuel. This can do the same thing if a little more work is put into it. It needs better sound design, because the music you're hearing right now is really the only audio worth mentioning in the game. Wandering through the woods is completely silent, not even a footstep noise, and that's not good. Again, the monsters could use a proximity warning noise, kind of like Slenderman static, if you do want to keep similar approachable Slenderman mechanics.
They did use static, but I think that in this, as it is, you would do better just letting it be its own thing. Take out the static, take out the actual Slenderman.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe make them, since you call it the army, and we're obviously in a camp that has defenses, you know, maybe make it like research logs.
Yeah.
Or orders having to do with these monsters.
Yeah. Or even if you really want, and this is just my impression looking at the art design of these creatures, because I've never seen any other game with these, so I'm pretty sure these are unique assets. They look frog-like or amphibian-like to me, and you could even presuppose that the main character is a researcher of sorts, or hell, even like a special agent or a special forces operative, that some entity just discovered that these things exist out in the middle of nowhere, and your collection mechanic could, instead of notes that obviously have nothing to do with these things, and that are direct rips of Slenderman notes, again, not cool, have them be like collecting eggs or samples from dead ones or something a little bit more relevant. And then you could even turn that into an escape mechanic once you get all of whatever your new collection series of items could be, and have like a helicopter to get back to, an extraction point, or a vehicle, a Humvee, something to actually give that high anxiety, run for your life when a lot of them spawn at the end sort of scenario. You could do that with this, because I can only imagine how unnerving and creepy it would be if like 30 of those little things just suddenly started coming up with glowy eyes out of the woods. Because that would be friggin' terrifying, man. Yeah, exactly. Like, looking at that right now, I'm looking at this in the menu, and clearly their teeth are shiny, because whenever the animation moves like that, you can see the teeth, but you can't see the eyes. And there's something okay to that, but eyes are more creepy than teeth. Teeth are only frightening when you're right up on them. You shouldn't be seeing those from a distance. Eyes are creepy. Bear that in mind. So, again, that's all a really roundabout way of saying this game has more potential than I think even its developers really realize. So, PieTech Gaming, accept some tough love here. You've got a strong base to work from here, but this feels like an alpha or maybe a beta, because the sound design needs work. You need to get rid of the vestiges of the Slenderman inspiration here that is very, very transparently coloring the entire game, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. those Slender mechanics have become a genre unto themselves, but you need to ditch the shackles of its lore, because they're not applicable to these creatures, these monsters, the whole thing that's creating the tension in your game. They're not applicable to it, so that's excess. That's more baggage than you need to deal with, because clearly, as I am now living proof to you, it will, yeah, two of us. This is living proof that the vestiges of the Slender Man mythos inherent in this game are what is holding it back. It can be more than it is, very clearly, but it's not there yet. So, again, I mean all of that in the best of faith and the best of will. I show tough love to indie developers because I want to see you guys succeed, and you can only do that by accepting and receiving some tough love and some constructive criticism from critics like us when the occasion arises. So, I'm going to stop harping on it. I'm sure if you guys haven't closed out the video, if you're on the development staff by now, you probably feel about, you know, this tall. So I'm gonna stop on that. Yeah, like, why isn't this in game?
Why is that creepy clicky noise there?
Yeah, that like half little like pitter patter, burbly drums, almost gurgling kind of sound. Put those sounds in the game. Don't just leave them to be exclusive to the main menu. There's so much potential here that you're not tapping, and it makes me angry because I want you to tap it, and I want this to be a good game. I want this to be a somewhat more lighthearted but still terrifying answer to the more popular Slender Man games, because it could easily live up to that potential. So,
you want to see that.
Yes, so I'm going to wrap on that note. That's a somewhat high note. And thank you all so much for watching. Again, I am Mr. Black. This is Violeta. Thank you for joining us here at Last Level Press. I'm not sure exactly how much longer our Slendy-thon will continue. I'm also not sure that this really belongs on it, but we'll keep it here nonetheless, because we were more or less misled into playing it and including it in the Slendy-thon, so good on you for that. So anyway, stick with us as long as the Slendy-thon continues. Our next episode will be coming up shortly. Until then, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.
Slender-man, Slender-man, all the children try to run. Slender-man, Slender-man,